Gotta win, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Feels good, man. Feeling's different for sure.
We beat Michigan State. I predicted 24-10. Brett predicted 31-10, so we're split right down the middle. Brett was closer, so he wins the bet. But real quick, guys, please like, share, subscribe. Help support the channel. It really helps us out. We have memberships. And Thomas James, new member, welcome in, man. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for membering up. I really like your comments, man. You have a lot of good insight. You're definitely an intelligent football guy. I mean, I really enjoyed answering your comments on the videos, so thank you. DM me on Instagram for the private chat. But Thomas James, I wouldn't mind having you on here, man, to talk because you seem to really know your stuff. So hit me up. You know, Brett, we get the win, and man, it's been a long road. 2 months since we won.
Yep.
So going into the season, if you told me we would beat our first three opponents and that's it for a while, or that we would win our first Big Ten game on November 15th, or that we would have our fourth win on November 15th, or that we wouldn't win for 2 months, I would have called you absolutely nuts. But here we are. So like 2011, where Joe gets fired, unfortunately, and Tom Bradley takes over as interim head coach, and we go into Columbus, who was an inferior team at the time, but we had a lot going on. We go in and win. That's how it felt. Now, that was the first game. No, I'm sorry. That was like the second game after the scandal because we lost to Nebraska at home. Didn't have a quarterback that year. That was the difference. And if it weren't for the scandal and lack of a quarterback, that was a really good team in Joe's last year, which is crazy because he was older. You know, he was old. And we still were a competitive team. The only loss we had going into Nebraska was Alabama, who went on to win the national title, who just lost to Oklahoma. So congratulations, Oklahoma. But we're going to answer all your comments, guys, so stick with us. I promise you we'll get to each one. But we win, and oh, man, again, it's been a long road, man. But Brett, what do you think about I don't even know where to start. We'll start with the win itself. We'll break down the offense and the defense. But Brett, what do you think about this win? I mean, it's a good win.
Yeah. Slow start, of course, guys. We start slow. This whole year we've started pretty slow. So that wasn't surprising. I thought we would start faster today, right? With like our momentum from last week, but the thing that matters is we picked it up in the second half. We picked it up in the fourth quarter because the third quarter was pretty rough overall. But the win itself feels fantastic. As a Penn State fan, I wore my Lawn Boys shirt today, not knowing that Katron Allen was going to completely decapitate Michigan State's defense, but I'm glad that he did because it's symbolic for, I guess, my premonition on today's outlook of the game. So overall, feels great. Happy for Terry Smith. I think we're all super thrilled for Terry Smith. The players love him. You can see how happy they were for him when they threw the Gatorade on. They gave him the shower, and they were hugging him and carrying him onto the field. So just a sensational ending for this game for Penn State. And the win's fantastic, man. Somebody said I can finally sleep good tonight. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm not the best sleeper, but I think I'll sleep better knowing that Penn State football got the dub today for the first time since September. So, yeah.
Yeah. A few things to point out here, not only did we win, but yeah, man, again, this just feels good. I mean, it feels good.
Yeah, feels fantastic.
Haven't won in 2 months, like I said, and this is our first Big Ten win. It's a combination of things. Michigan State is a bad team, but we did what we were supposed to do, and that's win, which we did. And we should have come in. We should have put up at least 4 touchdowns. At least I picked 3 touchdowns. Brett picked 4. We put up 4 touchdowns. We beat an inferior team, and we also performed as we should. Terry Smith gets the win, and it couldn't happen to a better, more deserving guy.
Yep.
I sent the invite link to my dad. He might join us. But a greater point to this, all this, guys, is, for me personally, there's a certain comfort I find in the old school generation having a grip on this team. That is that's my dad's generation. All right, he's joining us. Dad, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
So
Hi, Brett.
yeah.
What's up, Mark Senior?
So real quick, I was just gonna say, good timing, that there's a certain comfort I find in the older generation having on this team. As in Terry Smith, he was coached by Joe Paterno. He played for Joe Paterno, and he's an old school guy. So, and my dad, he has a old school mindset when it comes to Penn State football, which is good. He knows real football. He knows winning football. He knows Joe Paterno football. So there's a comfort I find in having a guy like Terry Smith with his grip on this team, because clearly he has made a difference. And we almost beat Iowa. Ohio State, it is what it is. They're a really good team. And then we had Indiana. We almost beat the number 2 team in the country, who I thought should have been number 1 at the time. And then we beat Michigan State. We do what we're supposed to do. So having this old school coach running this team is good, I think, because when you have a guy like him who is good with the media, he has a great mindset, and he doesn't he's a no BS kind of guy. So it's nice having this, and we won because of that. So Dad, give your thoughts, and then Brett and I will take over.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Coach Terry, the coaching staff, the team, the players, the fans. They deserve this win. I was at the game last Saturday, and the fans were unbelievable. They were up the whole game. We did our best to win it. I mean, the fans were hollering. The student section was full, and they were very loud. So I'm really excited for the coach, Coach Terry. And, he took it with humor tonight. He got 2 5-gallon buckets of cold water and a Gatorade spilled on him, and he just took it in stride. He was laughing. He just really enjoyed it. He was super proud of his team, and Coach Knowles brought it. I mean, they played 4 quarters finally, and he sent the Marines, and they showed up. And wow, I didn't watch a lot of it. I listened to it a lot, but the last 4 minutes, I watched the defense just mangle that poor quarterback. But
yeah,
he'll be all right. He'll be back next week.
Yeah, they beat him up. That's what Brett said. They really beat him up.
Yeah, he was limping. His left shoulder was probably pretty close to being out of joint. But
the rest were trying to give him all these calls, though. I mean,
yeah, they were helping, but we nailed it.
Yep.
Thanks, Coach Terry. We're back.
Yeah.
back, baby.
But it isn't just about this win. This means many things. First of all, I said last week that Coach Terry, again, Joe Paterno guy, played for Penn State. I mean, he should I've heard people this week say he should be the GM of the next team if he's not the head coach, and I agree with that. He has probably still 90% grip on this team. He's clearly made changes. Clearly there is a different look to this team in a good way. These guys are playing hard for him. The offense looks different. The defense looks different. They do what they're supposed to do today, and I expected nothing less. And the fact that he's done what he's done in this short amount of time, he deserves it. Coach Terry Smith, he's doing a very hard job. He's doing a very good job in a very, very hard position right now. And I wish I could give that guy a hug right now, honestly, because he's doing a really good job, and I really appreciate what he's doing, and I hope that he knows how much we appreciate him.
Yeah.
So
he was well prepared. I mean, going to Iowa, he was very well prepared. He only had probably 3 days to get ready for that because of all the turmoil.
Yep.
20 hours, that's it.
We beat Ohio State in the first half. We just couldn't pull it together. And then as much as he's done in the last 3 games, it's unbelievable how prepared he was. So,
Yep.
And he almost pulled off the win against Indiana. I mean, it's just like he said, the ball wasn't bouncing our way. And I mean, that last play, we brought both ends. They hit the quarterback at the same time, and all I saw was his arm coming up, and he threw that ball, and it was a lot of luck. I'm not sure he got that left foot in, but he was well prepared. He's the coach, and it's his if he wants it, as according to in my book.
My favorite play, guys, was when after the second roughing the passer call, which was just pathetic, Jim Knowles says, "Okay, fine, watch this." Sends an all-out blitz, murders the quarterback. He fumbles it. We get the ball back anyways. That was my favorite play because that was just like that set in stone, like the players' effort today. You know what I mean? They really played hard. So
DDS had a good game.
Yeah, the Indiana game was that last play. It was just if we had nailed that quarterback, it's just a matter of seconds. I mean, defense is a matter of seconds. Offense is a matter of yards. And, we came close. But we'll take this win and start building from here.
Yeah, they definitely beat the QB up. I mean, across the board, again, we see the bad play calls at certain times, bad personnel in at the time.
Yeah.
Nick Singleton is an East and West guy. He's a good receiver. He's one of the best receivers we have on the team.
Yeah.
And then Katron is a North and South guy.
Yeah.
So if we can
fix that,
continue to just do smart plays on the offense, that's the difference. Our defense is good enough that we can win out. And so this win isn't just about winning today for the first time in 2 months. It's we can win out. Nebraska will be our hardest opponent. No offense to Rutgers, but Nebraska will be our hardest opponent. And if the gimmicky stuff stays tampered, we can beat Nebraska. We can beat Rutgers. We will go to a bowl, guaranteed. And I think because it's Terry Smith, he will not have any of this. You guys can sit out the bowl. You guys can declare. You're playing the game. That's it. You're not sitting out. You're not transferring. And because it's Terry Smith and not Franklin will just let anybody walk. Terry Smith he will have them playing. He has this team believing in him and this program. They will play in the bowl. And if they win the bowl, if they just compete in the bowl, I mean, they'll be playing like Pop-Tart Bowl or something. If he just has them competing, and I think they can win depending on who they play. If he has them competing and or winning, then that's as good as we can ask for. And we know that Terry Smith is doing it. We are in the best hands we can right now with Terry Smith. And whoever comes in next year, it looks like Drinkowitz, he needs to be on this staff in some form or fashion. And I think that's a GM spot. Whether we like it or not, I don't think he'll be the head coach, but he will be involved in this program. And I don't think he's going to go coach with Franklin again. I think he's too smart to do that. So, but we're in good hands right now. Dad, what do you think about him? What's your thoughts realistically on him coming back? And do you think he leaves with Franklin? Do you think some players leave with Franklin? I mean, he's the glue holding this roster together right now. So,
Coach Terry?
Yeah.
I just believe if he wants it, he knows what he's getting into. I mean, he's living it right now. And if he can handle this stress, and if he likes it and he embraces it, and if he wants it, I think he should have it. He's a Penn Stater. He's Penn State blood. He knows what the oven's like. So if he wants to stay in the oven, I'd give it to him. I mean, if he wants, put his resume together, but if he doesn't and he stays in as a GM, he's a very good recruiter. I think back in the first press conference, he said he recruited like 75% of this team. So I always wanted to see Joe step away and become 100% recruiter at the time, but he couldn't give it up. So I don't think he leaves. No, he's not following anybody. He's himself. He doesn't follow anybody. People follow him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my part.
Yeah. So credit goes to James Franklin for hiring Terry Smith. I mean, James Franklin, one of his strong suits, and he had many strong suits. One of his strong suits was he hired Letterman. I knew every game that we went into, well, at least we have Terry Smith. I mean, he must not have listened to him too much, but he hired Terry Smith, and I thank James Franklin for doing that because he set us up well when he left in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is a total dumpster fire. But, yeah, I agree with you. I think he stays. I don't think he leaves. And his oxygen, his lifeblood, his home is Penn State, thank God. And I think he stays here no matter what. And if you're a new coach coming in and you get rid of Terry Smith, then you're already off on a bad foot because he should be on this staff in some regard. Yeah. But Franklin hired a lot of lettermen, and Terry Smith I don't think will be the only guy to stay. It'll be him. It'll be other staff members. It'll be some of the roster. So, yeah, I think he should stay. Brett, what do you think about him staying?
He's got to stay in whatever capacity that looks like. He has to stay as some type of coach for Penn State. If it's the head coach, cornerbacks coach, he's got to be in the building, right? We want Terry Smith in the building. If you guys notice, I'm pretty sure AJ Harris didn't even play today. And the guy who took his spot today is a true freshman, Darius Dixon, out of Mater Dei, and he was making plays all over the field. True freshman. Terry Smith recruited him. So he gets Penn State guys. He gets them to come in. He gets them to play hard for him. And they love him to death, man. I mean, look, like I said in the beginning, look at the joy of the players picking up their head coach right now. Put him on the field, celebrating with him. They're going to celebrate tonight. Terry Smith has to stay. I don't think he's going to leave. There's a chance he leaves, right? If like I said, if they bring in Drink or somebody else and they don't retain Terry Smith, that would be a bozo move for one, like you said, and he'd be off on the wrong foot. I think whoever's coming in has to understand how much he means to Penn State and how much Penn State means to him. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think he leaves. Like I said, it's possible. Frankie boy, if he gets the job at Virginia Tech, I mean, he could bring him there. He might leave, but, yeah, he has to stay.
I don't see him leaving, Brett. I mean, he's so committed to Penn State and his blue blood, his dad's blue blood, and he's humble enough to say, okay, I didn't get the job, but I'm committed here to get Penn State to a national championship in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and if you and one thing about life in general, but you have to listen when people talk, and you have to have some street smarts to divulge what people are saying. If you listen to Terry Smith talk, if you listen to what he's saying, he's not in a bad way for him, because I don't think he'd really do that, but he's taken so many shots at James Franklin. Like he has pretty much squashed just about every reminiscence of James Franklin as a coach and on this team. I mean, he said stuff like, we didn't do this, but we're going to do it now. I'm running it my way. The old way the old way didn't work. We're doing it this way. Like, in a roundabout way, he has taken so many shots at Franklin, and clearly he wasn't happy with the way things were going. I mean, he said, I stayed in my lane as a defensive coach. Right. I mean, that's the only thing you can do, especially if you're not happy with what's going on. I mean, he is not happy with the way things were going, and he is not happy with how things were playing out. And therefore, I don't think he would leave. And on top of that, bad for James Franklin, because he's going to have his eyes set on us, his sights set on us. He's going to hold this roster together, I think, like a Tony Rojas, AJ Harris, guys that can come back, that will come back. I think he holds this roster together. I think he stays, and I think he is a big reason why that going forward, this team has success. A lot of the recruiting is Terry Smith. Landon Tengwall came out and said in a tweet today that someone better be good at the DMV area recruiting wise. Terry Smith, Ty Howell, we're good there. Okay. The jig is up for Franklin. He can go out and he can try and recruit, but if you're going to be brainwashed by Franklin, fine. So be it. But you're going to learn eventually that the guy's a fraud, and you need to come play somewhere else or play for Penn State. And if you're going to pick between the current head coach and the previous head coach, the current head coach knows what he's doing, and he's not going to fraud you, and he's going to tell you the truth, and he's going to make you a better man. He's going to make you a better player. And what we need is old school, hard-nosed coaching, no BS, because at the end of the day, the conservative approach is tough love, and that's what Terry Smith is. It's not the start with I love you, end with I love you BS. You can't be friends with these guys. You're trying to make them better men. So that's it. So I think he stays. I don't mean to rant. But do you guys have anything else to say in general about this win?
The guy that backed up Harris, I may or may not have met his dad last week at the Indiana game. I was outside waiting to get in, and he said, my son plays for Coach Terry, and he gave me his name, but I don't remember. He said he was a backup to somebody, and
probably him.
I just got, talking to him, and we were talking about bowl game and stuff like that, and I told him right up, I said, I don't want to go to a bowl game. I want to go to national championship sometime. And it might have been the guy that came in from Harris. I'm not sure.
Did you see where he was from? Because he would have came the whole way from Cali.
No, he was a big guy. That's all I know. And I'm not sure. I wish I'd have got his name, but I didn't.
Yeah.
My guess is he might be the coach of a what's up, Mark Gassert? My guess is he probably D lineman if his dad was big. It could have been Chaz. It could have been Yvonne.
His dad was big. I don't know. I didn't see his son, of course. But.
Yeah. Okay. So, again, guys, we'll answer all your comments. I promise. Please like, share, subscribe. Support us if you want and can. But
I didn't watch much of it today. I mean, we're against Ohio State. Our our guys covering the receivers, they just seem to let them go. I just think they should hit them right off the line and just try to block the play down. give our defensive line another second to get to that quarterback. They just seem to let them run and go blow right by them. I just like to see them hit them a little bit harder right off the line.
Yep.
And another thing, just I'm throwing this out there for Brett, Mark, and whoever, but to bring our OC and our DC down onto the field with their troops. So, I mean, they should be in the battle with their guys when they come off, and then maybe they make a mistake. The coach is there to say, okay, this is what you need to do better, or something like that, or high fives, high chest pumps, when they make a play. Because when Manny was there, holy cow, he had that defense fired up. Like, they had the fans fired up because the defense was so fired up when they come off the field. And I just like to see that. I see like our two generals on the battlefield with the.
Yeah, I think they should both be on the sideline as well. Especially Kotelnicki, he could use walking up and down the sideline a little bit. But they're sitting there in the booth. Kotelnicki, I mean, Galen Hall and Jay Paterno, they were up in the booth. It is what it is. Sometimes Joe was up in the booth because he had a broken leg and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, Manny Diaz on the sideline made a difference, and Joe Moorhead was on the sideline. I mean, those are two similarities right there. Those guys were really good at what they did. So when you're Jim Knowles and you're up in the booth and you're talking through a walkie-talkie, I don't know what that is, but you're talking through a walkie-talkie. Going to high school games. Dad and I have gone to several high school games this season, and sometimes you're in the stands and people say, man, like, this kid sucks, or why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? And I say, go down to the sideline and stand there. And they say, why? I say, well, they look a lot bigger and faster when you're standing right next to them. So you get a better feel for the game when you're on the sideline and you're seeing everything. You know what these guys are going through. You see the blood coming out of their nose. You see them limping. You see the sweat coming off of them. It's just more immersive. So, yeah, I think they should be on the sideline 100%.
What do you think, Brett?
Yeah, at least one of them, right? Like, at least get one of them on the sideline, because, like you said,
you need an eye in the sky to give your information, but they should be down on the field getting a feel for their guys.
Put one of your analysts, somebody you have on the squad that understands football to a T, and put them in the sky and tell them what you see, and then have the coaches on the sideline make the call. I think that's a perfect idea. And whoever comes in here, maybe they'll switch it up. Obviously, Kotelnicki's not going to have a job here after this year, so he'll be.
Go ahead.
He'll be coaching at Wisconsin Whitewater, whatever. Whatever freaking team he was coaching before Kansas. So
high school won't even hire him.
I'm sorry, but yeah, somebody said earlier his play calling in certain moments is just so bad. It's exhausting to watch.
Yeah, it is.
It hurts to watch when you give Nick Singleton the ball 5 times in a row when he's not a north and south runner. Like, let's say Katron Allen gets hurt and you call the game like you did without Katron Allen, we would have lost by 10. We would have lost today. The only reason we won was because Katron Allen is a superhuman. Look at his stats. 181 yards, 2 touchdowns.
All right. I'll pull him up here.
At the Indiana game, I saw the defense just, they were just like, their shoulders are down. They're jogging to the sideline. They need somebody over there to get them back up, get the intensity back into them guys. They're big, they're fast, they're strong. They need to play with intensity, and there's no coach over there to pump them up. Yeah.
I mean, Manny Diaz, he was a guy that he was right there with everybody. And, again, like, if you're on the side, like you said about hitting the receivers off the line, I didn't understand that against Ohio State at all. I mean, I think why they did that was those receivers are so good that if you're up close to them, like, you're going to get burned, I guess. Maybe that's a reason why. I don't agree with it, but
I mean, they double teamed the one guy and he still didn't touch him. So, and I think, of course, he went down and scored or something. But I mean, at the end of this game today, there was, oh my gosh, there were 6 guys back here. There were 6 defensive guys playing safety basically. And I thought, wow, this is great. I mean, they can stop the run. They're quick enough to come up and hit the guy, but you're not going to get past 6 guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Greg, just to answer Greg's comment real quick, he's actually going for other jobs now. Yeah, I heard Andrew Kotelnicki's interviewing for UAB. That's a little too high for him. I don't think he should be considered for such a prestigious job. I think he should be coaching like JV at a local high school. But we'll see how that plays out.
Wisconsin Whitewater, man. He's got the connections.
Yeah.
Send him
so,
back.